from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now pass complete here to Sanders, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Ravens have got it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
6 yards left on second down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. That's it, 3rd and 2.
And that's complete to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Swift. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Trey Flowers. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up.
Touchdown! Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Running right through him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jackson on 1st down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He goes underneath to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. Powers through it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
An 18-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 5. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they want to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room and say, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's caught by Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Brings up 4th down.
From the gun, here's Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Swift's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, that nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let it go again. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Lions were able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, but this will get out out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Again, Jackson buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Jackson. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
There he goes left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.